Welcome to the Fascia-Informed Therapist, the essential podcast for occupational therapy professionals looking to deepen their understanding of fascia's pivotal role in therapy and health. I'm your host, Amy Mayer, an experienced occupational therapist, practice owner, and dedicated educator. Here we'll dive into the fascinating world of fascia, exploring its significance in the human body and its critical influence on occupational therapy practice. Each episode will bring you cutting-edge insights, expert interviews, and practical strategies to help you confidently integrate the science of fascia into your therapeutic approach. Whether you're a seasoned practitioner or just starting out, our goal is to equip you with high-quality, evidence-based, and fascia-informed continuing education opportunities that will enhance your skills and benefit your clients. So join us as we unravel the complexities of fascia and transform the way you practice occupational therapy. All health and wellness practitioners are welcome. Let's learn, grow, and evolve together. Hi, this is Amy, and this is another edition of the Fascia-Informed Therapist. And this week is going to be kind of like last week, except I'm going to say that I'm definitely going to take a break. It was recommended to me that I take a break until this book is done. And it is due September 1st, so I have about 2 months to get it done. And September 1st is a hard pencils down day, I've been told. That means if I want anybody's feedback, including the editors, that I need to have that before September 1st. So I need to double down a little bit on what I'm doing, which means I need to make some choices. And even though I've really enjoyed doing this podcast every week, I think I'm going to actually just put it on hold until September. And part of the reason that I'm doing that is, yes, I want this book to be as thorough and up to date and as excellent as possible. And part of the reason some of the chapters are taking longer is because there's so much coming out research-wise that I want to make sure I get in there so that everyone has the best possible up-to-date information at the time of publication, which is supposed to be next March. And I really want it out on time. I also just read a book that was recommended by one of my clients. I have so many cool clients. I know I say that all the time, but we often exchange book recommendations. And I read this book called Die with Zero. And that can mean a lot of different things. It's partially about dying with $0 and but a lot about dying with zero regrets. And he talks a lot about how, kind of it's in our culture, maybe not other cultures, and there's people outside of the U.S. listening, but it's kind of our culture that you're told to save, and then retire, and then do all the things that you've been working so hard and earning all this money to do. But you, of course, have no guarantee that when you hit that retirement time, you have the physical capacity to do the things that you want to do. And will you even make it there is another big question with the way that a lot of health trends are going. So it really got me thinking about, well, did I finish that? No. A lot of people save. Some people don't. Some people can't. Some people do, and then they wait and they pass their whatever money is left on to their children or charities or whoever, and then they don't. That's when they do it, when they die. That's the cultural norm. And he's challenging that norm. He's challenging that idea, saying, how much do you really need to get to your end of life? And has some calculators to help you think about that. And wouldn't it make you happier? Because with all the research out on happiness, wouldn't it make you happier to give away that money sooner to the people that you love so that they can do something with it and you can watch the benefit of that? Or wouldn't it be a great idea to give it to the charity that you want to give it to sooner than your death so that you can see the people that, or the animals or the cause that you care about happens sooner, and you get to see the benefit of that. The people get help sooner and you get to see the benefit. And I thought that was just a really cool idea. And he talks about in yourself, why aren't you taking some of that money that you may have, or the time that you have? It's not just about money. It's not just about money. The time that you have to do the things that you want to do, to create experiences. Because when we hit a certain age, that's really what we have left, is our memories, if we're lucky enough to have our full cognitive abilities, or partial. We have memories. So what are you doing during your lifetime to make the memories that will sustain you when your body can no longer take the trips and do the things that you want to do, if that's what you want to do? I know some people that want to travel the world, and I'm like, I just want to see nature. I want to go to national parks and things like that. But everybody's version of that is different. Time with loved ones. So after I read that book, and I've had some really cool conversations with a lot of people about it, including the person, I gave her a book to read, and then we got together and we had a little book report, and it was super fun. The book I recommended to her was called 4,000 Weeks. And if you haven't read that one, that'll shift your thinking a little bit. 4,000 weeks is the average lifespan. And when you put it in something like weeks, it really makes you think about how much time we really have here on this earth. So I decided, after reading that book and talking to a couple people, that I'm going to prioritize. And again, as much as I love doing this podcast, because it's been so fun watching it grow, and it's just been, I don't know, fun. It's been great. I'm a learner on my Clifton Strength Finders. I'm a learner, so I love learning all this stuff, and I'm also a developer. A developer means, if you don't know the Clifton Strength Finder, learner means you love learning new things about all sorts of different stuff, but I have this weird focus on fascia. But then I'm a developer, and that means I love to see other people grow and become whatever it is they want to become. And that jazzes me. So anyway, I'm going to take a break after reading that book. If I take a break and I can focus on what I need to focus on and not feel overly stressed, I'm going to produce something even better. And that will be a better memory for me than feeling like I didn't put my all into it. So thank you again, everyone, for listening. I hope you'll put September in your calendar to look, because I told people they'll forget about me. What will happen? And anyway, put it in your calendar that there'll be the next episode, to look for that in September. And that'll be, maybe we'll do we'll call it another season or something. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you again for listening. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And one more thing, reminder about our September event. That should be coming out soon. That's the other thing. It's hard to write this book and run a business and do all the things. So thank you again. And I will talk to you in September. Thank you for tuning in to the Fascia-Informed Therapist. It's been a pleasure sharing insights and strategies to help you integrate fascia science into your practice. I'm Amy Mayer, and I hope today's episode has inspired you to explore further and take your therapeutic skills to the next level. Remember, we're committed to creating and providing top-notch, evidence-based, fascia-informed continuing education that empowers you as an occupational therapy practitioner. Stay connected with us for more enriching content, and don't forget to check out our online courses to deepen your expertise. Until next time, keep expanding your knowledge, refining your skills, and confidently applying the science of fascia to your practice. Here's to advancing together in health and wellness.